So Viskin is suspicious. You know anything about the bird? I'm taking it. Was that a moment there? Yeah, no. We'll keep that. We'll keep that on. Okay. I'm simply not smart enough for the whatchamacallit. Let me go in here and cast Thaumaturgy, because clearly there was like a secret. Glancing over the scorched wood, you find it simply burned like everything else, barely, but it is wood, intact wood, relatively speaking. It is still quite strong, wedged along the stone bench. Put pressure on the broken piece. You lean on it, you strain, it takes some effort, but you soon can hear the wood fibers twitching. It snaps, you hold the piece of wood in your hands. Your companion gives you a confounded look. What, it wasn't rude enough for you? Yeah, just a souvenir. Great, tea shop debris. Looking at the wood in your hand, you see that it is thick and sturdy. Interesting. Okay, let's stop investigating the booth. Ooh. Gain 1 ability score for the week. I don't know then. Because I can't go that way, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I can... I only paid 225 crowns. Okay, sick. So I got that helmet now. Okay, bye. the helm of an arcane-era paladin, mass-produced for legions in the Coast War. Extremely cool-looking. You're telling me. Oh, we're back. Okay. I guess we can just like go into the Undercity, the city below. Stuff's probably like a little more open. Let's go in and then down. And then in the evening we can go get our spell book, and there'll probably be more for us to do. Remember, he also said that like these move. The hallways like shift. So there might be like different paths available to us. Okay. I'm touching the pillar. Your body quakes, standing in awe of the ancient object. How many battles do you think it's seen? How many deaths? How many noble sacrifices given to one's god or king? Or people? The thought stirs in you a deep sense of longing. Perhaps one day you will join in that sacred sensation. Perhaps right now, try feeling it. Shit. It is repelled. Opening your eyes, your hand is no longer pressed against the cold surface. You are instead holding it against your heart, shaking. This is wrong. Yes. Try again later. Because I've been here. Hey. I defeated a skeleton on the crypts. You did? Well, she looked you up and down. I'm impressed. That's for us to worry about. Yes. I defeated a roper in the South Caves. A roper? That is a ferocious beast. They do not come this far up very often. Well done, human. Keep killing things and being manly. She likes it. Yerp. Okay, so you're staying there forever. Tall stone mural stands before you. These 3 serpentine figures carved and painted into the surface, each coiled and intertwined with each other. Step closer. The colors are faint, but still there. Greens, reds, yellows. A tingle. This is connected to the city, the wall. Listen. Touch the carvings. The stone is smooth, cold. Try to listen to the wall. You tense your body. Gut squeezed, your ears aligned. Speak with the wall. Nat 20! You sense it, the crack in the wall. Once more, the voice carries through, faint and hoarse. Deep within and without. Time for this again. Great. Who is it this time? It is Chansey. That's your name? Yes. The voice in the wall is monotone and brittle, as if it could snap at any point. What are you? Nothing. Same, to be honest. No answer. Do you have something to tell me? Yes. Oh, do you? Yes, there is one thing to say. Please tell me what you have to say. I feel a little annoyed. The crack fades. You must go deeper. Deeper than the city below? Deep. On the overlook where the bane of my people watches over the great flip. There she has asked for you. She? As in Iomestra? Yes. Where exactly? The bane below. That's very vague, you know. By the flip. The Flip, a popular tavern on the border between housing and the palace. It's built around an old temple with a stable esoteric pocket inside, one causing the upper half of the chamber to be gravity flipped. It's quite cool to dine in the ceiling. On the overlook. Does this happen? Overlook happen to be another wall? Yes. So I need to go talk with another wall? Yes. You're obviously very proficient at it, so might as well. Alright, I'll go find Omestra, give the wall a pat. Okay. The crack disappears as quickly as and esoterically as it came to. Then, silence. I'm not sure what kind of strange derailment this is, or how it's connected in any way to the tea shop, but fuck it. I'm actually intrigued now. Let's see if we can find this lady in the wall. This is it. You found yourself a hidden side quest. While slightly distracting, honestly. Let's do it. Whoever this Eomestra lady is, she'll probably have some pretty nifty secrets down there. Conversations with walls have never been so productive. Time to go find the next wall in this wall-talking quest of mine. Ain't that the dang truth? Strange markings. Painted in faded pigments. Red and white against the stone. Touch the paint. The pigment is dry, ancient. Count the figures. You scan across the walls. 3 figures, each unique in design. Man. These are old, but that's just a guess. Dating cave painting is difficult without a proper study. Alright. I'm over it. Hey, Craig, you hanging out here, bud? Hulking beast looks at you with a deep hunger. Your gut biome quivers. Craig greets human. Those rats really seem to like you. Yes. The rat is little thing, which I remember from home. Big rat. Those were great friends. You had big rats where you're from? He lets out a happy growl. Big mushy swamp rat, the gayest of little rodent. I hunt as little, then as big. I follow, I learn. Big rat is great hunter. Little rat has much to learn. But they will. They will. That's great. He turns to you and whispers, let's not get too friendly with this rat-loving killer croc, alright? Nod your head. Something's off here. I don't know. long way down. Maybe we gotta go down, though. Man, I'm fucking lost. Is there anything else down here? They're talking about the flip. Or does this just go to... It just goes down here. Which takes me to... Yeah, it's just a circle. Talk to Mushroom Lady and see if she can get anything for me. Hello. The elf looks at you up and down as you approach. Human. Show me your primal attunement. Oh, that's huge. You kneel. You need to prove it. Your attunement to nature. Interesting. Yes, yes. Blazes the bowl from her desk. To the ground before you. You must show that you learned from in your studies. The primal forces are complicated, but you can still sense the tingle of joyous strings through every branch and mushroom. Hold your hand over the bowl. As you reach out, the elf hums. She then moves the bowl even closer to you. You believe that is all you require. Magic is not an exact science, despite what the instructors in the towers used to tell you. The esoteric in your realm does not conform to rules. That is the only rule they truly follow. Now feel the oily mushrooms inside the bowl. The strings within them, around them. Grab one of them, change it. Twist a string. Ooh. At first, nothing. Then a twinge. Whatever you touched, it connected with the spores, the growth, the decay. You did little, but you did something. The elf nods. What did I do? You ruined my brew. Shit. Oh, whoops. She laughs. You caused the fungi in the bowl to change acidity. It's subtle, but it's there. You performed an act of druidcraft, human. Use druidcraft to unlock unique interactions with the natural world. The goblin looks on, giving an uncharacteristically stunned expression. Of course, I'm a natural. You are, aren't you? Nessun grabs the bowl and pours the mushy mushrooms onto the ground, the contents wriggling before you. I made the mushroom come to life? She looks up, reassuring you. No, they aren't supposed to move. They are supposed to move like that. You did not perform that big of an esoteric feat. No, not yet, at least. She chuckles and puts the bowl back on her desk. Perhaps you can be one human I shared knowledge with, if that is what you wish. I love plants. Very well. What do you want to know, human? That's actually it. We found an elf in the tea shop. One of your friends? You. Her normally wide smile fades. An Ilum, I presume. I don't consort with their kind. I'm afraid I cannot help in any way apart from offering you a free piece of advice. A tip, if you will. Please do. She makes a coughing-ish sound. Tread carefully. The roots of Ilum grow far and deep. They will strangle you given the chance. Do not anger the Mender's shadow. The Mender, a common way to refer to Ilium the Mender, the goddess who established the Ilum Empire. She was kind of a big deal before she died last century. Got it, I'll be careful. Her smile returns. Good. She nods. Good. Alright. Huh. Where the fuck do I go? What you got for me, bud? Huh? You approach your companion. Let's get on with it. What should we do today? Good question. Maybe we got a few clues if you ask me. The local Asgulls dig hang out at the tea shop quite a lot. They could very well know something about our unfortunate elf. Maybe we should try and make contact. I know they got some members living in the holes. Okay. I would love to visit some Asgulls. I'm sure you would. You're no longer apolitical. Instead, you are now Asgallus. Gain 100 experience for changing your political stance. They're not too bad, usually. You want to sleep in the tower with me? I'm good. Such a goody gold groove. Is it because the tower is nasty or because you don't want to have a slumber party with me? He thinks about it for a second. Then he says, 20% number 1, 80% number 2. That's how long that's how long you spend in the bathroom. That's how long I spend in the bathroom. Goblin stares at you, then laughs. Good one. Quick-witted for once. For once? Don't ruin the moment. But don't worry, I'm sure you'll enjoy that tower as long as she isn't there. Do you think... I kind of like her. Yeah, I can tell. Just be careful is all I'm saying. Don't want someone powerful like her on your bad side. God, I love this game. Okay, I'm just going to the holes, I'm just going to the holes. Might not see me any holes. I'm just going to the stalls. Okay, Asgallus. Anybody living in the holes? I'm just going to meet. So this is where Snell lives. RNA. Going here. I have no reason to be interested in that particular door. And Simi, son of Strokeback. Ayo. You approach the green door, an apartment in the holes like any other. Check who lives here. You glance at the mailbox. It says Simi, one of the Asgulls. Nice guy. I'm gonna knock. You knock twice in a polite fashion. That was very low. They probably didn't hear you. Wait. Patience is a virtue. But allowing them to just have to wait here is like some fool at the opposite of virtue. Standing in the pillar crossing like this, just waiting. It's calming. Don't think they heard cleric. Bang on the door. Within a second, a slit in the door slides open. From within you see a glance of a hairy face. No milk. Why not? Yes, indeed. Why not? You hear a grumble on the other side of the door. Oh. It's you. You remember me? Yes, I'm the cleric. Yes, that's pretty clear. You've become what many aspired to be, a devoted cleric. Well, you weren't in the way for us, but I have to ask. And I need to ask you, Mr. Cityman. You friend or foe of the movement? I'm a friend. Good. As long as you're a friend, I suppose we could answer some questions, but I don't quite believe you. Are you really an Asgul? Need to prove I'm an Asgul? Yes, you do. Prove you're an Asgul. Oh yeah. I'm a real Asgul, a real dwarf. Take a deep breath. What are you? Scream, sing the Asgalian folk song, We Own the Mines in Dwarvish. Or mina vana vrendjupet sal, daha merkring gevik bald, visam volanga imik morkerest. Skanu pa iten bli arad gast, vi arger gruvona vigarger stenen. Valt svekok blod, bigde dena senen vran, tunla nas djup till stadens port. Asgarens tidir kommen kort. Everyone in the pillar crossing is now looking in your direction. You absolute embarrassment. Snell takes out his fingers from his ears. You done? Everyone heard your voice from the deepest corner of the city below. As your voice fades from the deepest echo of the earth, Alphaz mumbles out something from beyond the door. Please stop, Mr. Cityman. You believe me now? Yes, just please stop. Your embarrassing display appears to have made him pity you to such a degree that he's willing to let bygones be bygones. This groundbreaking approach to social manipulation is truly horrifying. Oh. He closes the slit. You hear some yelling from beyond. Then you hear a click on the door. It is open. Time to make some friends. Okay, then. This just reminded me of that one time in VC when your French distracted me so bad I forgot to watch the video you were showing. Oh. Sorry about that. Happens. Alright. Let's go yap with some people. Hey, dude. Literally right in front of my eyes, all I can do is process the French. Like the Quebecer French, too, so you're probably like... Mr. Cityman! You see a throng of dwarves shuffling around the inside of a tiny apartment. The smell of confined sweat reminds you of the summer you spent as a farmhand on plantation. Good times. Welcome to the Asgalian Sanctuary on Tolstad. For short, AST. Hell's bells, like they're stacked on top of one another. An apartment full of nothing but dwarven willpower. How can they even breathe in here? What a wonderful sanctuary you built here. Oodaway accent strikes again. It do be like that. It's central, it's small. He draws in the air through his teeth and looks around. But we use what we've got to full efficiency. But now the question is, what can you do for the Asgalian Workers' Party? Alright, I didn't think of that. Well then, let's see. The dwarf sucks in a deep breath through his teeth and glances to his men before nodding slowly. We don't really need anything right now. Nothing at all? We've got 5 men out on Waterlane docks and preparing speeches and overseeing poster distribution, all in preparation for the Great March. Day before Election Day. He's trying to make you think he's busy. He might also be busy, but still. So no real need for the spell slinging cleric, I'm afraid. Fair enough. It is what it is. Elections are won through organization and press. Not magic. Those days are long gone. If you wish to help them, do not offer a cleric. Instead, offer assistance in their printing. Speak with Medusa. You know the tea shop blew up? What I know damn well how happy I am that none of my boys were inside at the time. Especially happy that none of the youths have got hurt either. Spent a lot of time there, from what I understand. The youths? The Asgal youth. It's the youngling corps. They mostly deal with teenagers and get them into Asgal. The Asgal groove, as they say. This dwarf does not keep up with modern vernacular. You know the owners. The Birdman. No, I never spoke with him. Spoke about him, something about him never quite struck right with me, and not because of the voice thing, just it seems like he was happy about hosting the youth meetings and letting us have official drinking nights with the local workers, but he seemed to me an opportunist, if anything. Something about the way he acted, not sure. Just a gut feeling, you know. That's all about the tea shop for now. We found a dead elf in the shop. His face stiffens. He is shocked. An elf, you say? Dead one. He mouths in your direction while glancing around the room. The dwarf is faltering. Tell me what you know, Alphaz. The elf, was she? In the fire, yeah. But why didn't they? They didn't look properly. You know how it is. That is unfortunate.
Huh?
You see Medusa glancing over, listening on the combo with a deep frown. Pinja Athena was a friend of the movement. I suspected she would be involved in this somehow. But the dwarf closes his eyes. Years of toil take a toll. Suddenly he looks very much his age. I hope she had simply left the city. So, who was she? Illimelf, strange mix-up, I agree. But she was kind. Who did she work for? Herself, from what I understood. Officially, she was connected with the Illim Embassy, or whatever they call it. The Outreach. That's the one. So what she was secretly in Asgalis? I wouldn't go so far, but she helped. Whatever she was, she shared the information that was helpful. So this was a transactional relationship? He smirks a shit-eating grin. No, Mr. Cityman. Or if it was a very unbalanced one, since we never did anything for her. She would tell me things whenever I saw her, intercepted messages sometimes, leverage to use in labor disputes. But in the palace, polling numbers before they're published, opposition that had yet to strike, I'm sure we would have gotten ahead on the PPG issue, had she still been around. His eyes grow dark. Thinking about it, she helped immensely over these last few years, countless times. So I don't care what she identified as. In my eyes, she was an Asgol through and through. Did she have any enemies? Lots, I imagine. I warned her out many times that granting us so much information could land her in danger. She did not care. So she sounds like she was the best kind of person, huh? She was alright, he mutters as his expression falls. What about the city? Did she know about the people in the palace? He nods. I don't have details, but yes, I'm sure. What about the Illim? What did she think about them? You know, I asked her once. Now, she didn't exactly give me a straight answer, but something in my gut told me. She was trapped like she looked, that's what she looked like a trapped animal. I suppose that's why I hoped she had just upped and left when we didn't hear from her. She deserved to be free, the gal. To be struck down in a damn tea shop. It's foul, really. Did Pinja blow up the tea shop? I don't see why she could. Why she would. Of course, I admit I don't know what kind of sorcery elves are capable of, but I can't imagine a dainty elf would create a fireball of that magnitude. At least I hope not. Otherwise, the Illim would come for us all very soon. Okay, that's all I need to know. Thank you all for now. Hey, Medusa.
Oh?
The human woman frankly checks the pipes and rolling cogs in the thick copper press. She gives you a glance, but she seems to recognize you. Her focus is on the machine. Mr. Cleric, you keep popping up. How did delivery go? Fine enough. The delay was a pain in the ass. It was kind of worth it to see the look on those assholes' faces when you told them off. Rolo and his idiot friends keep interrupting at the worst possible opportunities. Maybe now they'll finally stop. But I'm busy here, very busy. Can you be quick? Whatever it is you're here for. And why do you have this quiet HWBT guy with you? He weirds me out. Look, I'm just an observer, or a cleric handler, I guess. She lets out a short laugh. Okay, I get it. Cleric handler, that's good. Snell shrugs. Is there anything I can do to be of assistance? She looks you up and down. You really want to help? It's not too annoying, yeah. Okay then. Do I have a quest for you if you're up for it? Yes, give me the quest. It's more of a task, really, like a fetch quest. Slightly less exciting. Look, I've got a massive final printout before Election Day. It's going to be our best edition yet. I've already written an article that shows my vision for a radical and egalitarian revolution of Norvik. It'll be distributed all over the city, countryside included. But we're tight on ink. Ink? Are they writing the newspaper by hand? It's hard to get this ink. Yes, mostly because everyone needs it. I usually get some off a vendor I know, but they're indisposed at the moment. Election stuff, you know. Clearly a not-so-legal vendor. From what I understand, the entire shipment of Quillwell cartridges is just stuck in the guild warehouse. Since I only need a single set of cartridges to finish off the election edition, I could just walk in there and snatch it. I've even paid for it already. But the Ascani Reed's trading company controls it, and they will not let me inside. Not in 100 eras. I'll get it for you. If you want to help the cause, that's one way to do it. It'll actually allow us to reach the entire city on election day, instead of just like 60% of it. I've already been to the warehouse. You have? Great! Just get inside again. Did you sneak in, or are you friends with the AR? Yeah, they love me there. How two-faced. I like it. Okay, well, just get back in and get me the ink then. Please. I didn't see any ink when I was there last time. The box was just labeled ink, obviously. It should be labeled as Calridge R Special Cartridge Quillwells. Just look around. I know the shipment's just sitting there. Got it. Good. What's that thing? Copper press, she answers without looking up. For the chant. Are you allowed to run a copper press in an apartment like this? You a friend or not? Not snitch, don't worry. He frowns. The city has a bunch of inane and quite frankly oppressive laws about what constitutes the legal printing business. All of it's bullshit meant to keep people people from printing stuff that the city doesn't like. So a city wouldn't do that, would it? You tell me. Since those who decide what gets to go to print are also affiliated with the biggest political party in the city, things get morally dubious, but I can promise you we're on the right side of history here. This girl's got more background than half the bureaucrats in the palace, which is very dangerous, both for her and the bureaucrats. Yeah, I've got some other things to ask. That's all for now. Y'all, I hate to do this again, but I need to piss. This water's flowing. A little bit more ebb. I also need to start thinking about, I'm going to order food for tonight, because I do not feel like making any. Misha, good to see you. Yeah, I got to start pondering what is going to be the meal for tonight. Brother. Simi and the boys. Hey, he's afraid of you. Dominated. You get the vibe here. You know the vibe. You and me should be friends. Okay. That was easy. If only everyone was as agreeable. Give him a fist bump. He slowly joins your fist with his own. The deal. Thanks, brother. Yeah. Yeah. He looks around, then he nods. You're running goddamn circles around him. Who are you voting for in the election? Election? Workers' Party. Thanks for sharing. You're welcome. You're not gonna ask me who I'm voting for? He looks at you for a long while as rocky, endless wasteland of a face does not move an inch. Then he opens his mouth and mutters out, okay. I too am voting for the Greens. Okay. That face, that damn stern face doesn't give you anything love or hate. This Simi, he rivals the eldritch horrors of the gate era in his ineffable form. Alright, that's all for now. Thanks, bud. The bathroom, it's surprisingly clean inside. I want that. Give me that. Belt of Dwarven kind. Hell yeah. Honestly. Mr. City Man. You see a throng of drawers shuffling around inside the apartment. The smell of confined sweat reminds you of that summer you... Okay, same stuff. This just looks like... sure, I got some questions I need to ask you. Whose apartment is this? Simi was kind enough to lend us the use of his home until the election. We thank you, Simi. You're a voice in the back. No problem, Foreman. Okay, well... I guess we can go back to Water Lane. Got that stone cold fit on now. All right. Wait, we can actually get our stuff back now. Hatch on the door swings open. Hey-o. A pair of yellow eyes gaze at you from beyond a veil of bushy feathers. I'm here to pick up my book. Yes, it's done now. Now you pay. Payment, how much? Process was quite complicated, but I handled it like a pro. The final cost is 250 Norvikian crowns. Oh boy, that's a fair amount for you. Hey now. You could purchase a basic spellbook for 50. Make him lower the price through pure charm. Oh, thank God. You gotta comb his feathers, you know? Just say, make it 100 and I'll owe you big time. Wouldn't it be nice to have a cleric in your debt? True. Okay, pay 100, then you get your book. Nice, that's a big discount. Alas, since you're so fucking poor, you still can't afford it. I can't even afford 100. No, you cannot. Time to start hustling if you want to get that book back. I'll come back later. You better. Book stays with me until you do. You wanna go drink at the tavern later? No. So stern. Fuck. Thought I could get him there. Okay. So the ink should be down here, right? Out of reach. On the top box, you see the words Coleridge R Special Cartridge Quill Wells. Bingo. Yes, this is the ink Medusa asked for. Let's open the box. Inside you, there are tightly stacked series of iron cartridges, each marked with a series of numbers. More importantly, there are 3 different colors of ink. Uh-oh. Red, yellow, and green quill well variants. Pick red, of course. Huh, go with yellow. She'll hate it. There were... wait, which one did you want? You don't remember if she specified any color. So this is probably the reason why her vendor didn't sell her the stuff, right? They didn't have any black ink, just color. What color ink turned the... Would the color ink turn the paper into that color? The text would, potentially. Green? Grab one of the iron cartridges from the crate. They are heavy, rigid metal feels cold to the touch. There you go, another quest complete. Just need to turn it in now. Despite placing the cartridge in my pouch of holding, I don't feel quite like I've actually looted it. Ignore that. That's just your innate feeling that this quest item isn't that important. Right. Sure. Right. True. Exactly. We can at least bring it back. Is it too late in the day? Oh, I gotta come back tomorrow. Fuck, man. Fine. I simply don't get it. Okay. Should I try and go back to do speak with dead? It's not even dark out. What the fuck? It's like completely light. What the hell, dude? Excuse me. We're gonna try this thing again. All right, buddy. Skull floats around you with a permanent smirk and wide jeweled eyes. Cleric! So loud. You failed once? Not again. Alright, come on. Fuck, man! Skull does a little dance. The strings are always different for each school, aesthetically speaking. Everyone views them differently. Abjuration to me is steel, evocation is lighting, necromancy is flesh. Perhaps that can help. Mad Demi-Lich offers you knowledge, you do not need it. Show him, of course, you can attune to necromancy. Do you remember? Yes, I remember that course in school. So I'm gonna get hurt. Okay. Should rest first or something. Let me do a short rest. Then we're gonna try one more time. Surely I'll be okay.
Huh?
Okay, one more time. No! We're just gonna click through. We're gonna rest another hour. It'll be fine. We're gonna be just fine. Okay. Fuck you. That's the spirit. Okay. I'm short resting again, but just bear with me on this. It might be like 8 p.m. Let me save. And now I'm actually going to pay attention to my inventory. It's a -2 intelligence. Okay. +2 dex. +2 dex. This gives me more intelligence. This gives me more intelligence. Okay. One more time. Come on, dude. Alright, I'm gonna save scum here. This is the one time I'm gonna save scum. Okay, get out of the conversation. Please load that file. Oh! Oh no, wait. I don't have any of my stuff on. Okay. You go here. You go here. You go here. Anything else that give me +1 health. Okay. Alright, come on, Bondaval. I just need to speak with dead. It's just not gonna happen, is it? It's just not gonna happen, is it? It's just not meant to be, is it? gonna take a bunch of hit points. We're gonna take a bunch of damage. Yeah. Okay, we'll try it again another time. I'm so frustrated by that. Crap. What was that thing I had on? Wasn't the rat? Pocket watch. Okay, well, we're not getting Speak with Dead today. To try it tomorrow morning, most likely. Fuck, man. Ooh, mouse. Alright, we got 2 of them. Is Darrow House closed again? She's gone.
Huh.
You gonna spend some time flipping through the archives. He wants you to tell him if you're going to bed or not. Maybe I'll come back later. I mean, I could go to bed, but I feel like there's so much more I could do. We did spend a lot of time day 1 though, so. Well, hopefully no one tries to murder me again. Nothing over here. We could go back down to water lane, I guess. We could also check out the tavern. That's like one place we haven't gone all day. And the Sphinx was just gonna be there all day anyway, so. Right. So these are all the folks hanging out. Oh, no, I don't want to go there. If we go to water lane now, because they said that there was that contract was in the Free Strider warehouse. But which one? Oh! I can just walk in here, eh? You approach the half sphere. I can't get into that right now. Ooh, I want that. Whoa. Shit. Cleric. The orc sweeps and places a firm hand on your shoulder. Please refrain from touching things here. You are a guest, not in any way admitted to indulge in company property. She takes a few steps back, shaking her head. Your ego! It's bruised. What a firm grip. Honestly, you should just sneak inside at night instead. Maybe bribe that weird thing in the fireplace, too. How embarrassing. Whoa. What are you? Tinitul, the hired smoke method. Oh, I love that design so much. Look into the flames of the fireplace. A hissing voice calls out to you. Didn't your mother ever tell you? It's rude to stare. Oh shit, look closer. Squat down, look closer. A figure lies upon the lit timber, like a puff of smoke materialized into a solid chunk. It's a little smoke guy. They appear at times. This one appears to be quite heat-related. I'll stare as much as I want, foul spirit. Guess you will, fucker. I'm Tinitul. Terrible to meet you. Love to meet you as well. I am. Don't care. It interrupts you. Looks back and forth between you and Snell. I'm in charge here, so don't do anything nasty, or I'll report you to the Tusk Lady. Tusk Lady. Amazing. Your goblin companion squints into the fire, then he whispers to you, I hate these things. Okay, that's it for now. Bye, spirit. Huh. You approach the mirror, realizing that Vera is watching you quite closely. Taking a quick glance, you do see there is surely a hidden safe behind this mirror. Interesting. We'll have to come back around when Vera isn't here. Alright. Hi, Vera. The orc stands among fancy furniture. A crackling fireplace lights up her face as you approach. Welcome to the Ascani Reeds Trading Company, cleric. It is the orc lady again. Beware her manipulation. Yes, and also, tell her she looks lovely. You look lovely to meet you again, Agent Vera. Oh. She blinks twice and then just nods, ignoring your flub. Yes, of course. Same to you. Damn it! Not very smooth, dick ass. She walks over to the desk, grabbing a piece of paper. It could be a good idea to search the guild warehouse below, not only to find some goodies, but also to check what's going on around the city. This wonderful free shredder lady is the one who decides who comes and goes, so talk her into letting you into the warehouse. Well done handling the dwarves. Made my life a lot easier. I did it for you? That's nice of you. She cringes, oh so badly. Now things are a bit busy here. We're currently deep in paperwork with a new partner, but I can always make time for a friend of the free shredder cause. About the tea shop owner. One greasy bird, but he's good at his job. What about him? Tell me about his secret stash. That's what he thought it was. Look, cleric, Mr. Drummer had a strained relationship with the Ascani Reeds Trading Company. He rented space in one of his back rooms, a chamber that happened to be rather incognito in the eyes of the HWBT. She gives you your companion a nod. He scoffs. If he had something unconscionable going on in that business of his, then the AR not involved, I assure you. What do you know about him? He's a Yobu, speaks through those mimicry voices. We've worked with him in the past. There was some kind of conflict with the ownership of his property at some point with the HWBT. It was resolved. I know it was a smuggling operation. I need you to tell me more about it. She lifts her head and squints. Are you certain you wish to step into that territory, cleric? The goblin scoffs at you. I need answers, Agent Vera. Okay. As you might imagine, there are many not-so-lawful wares traded across city jurisdiction every day. Because there are buyers, and that's why. And where there are buyers, capital will arrive to satisfy them, one way or another. The Ascani Reeds Trading Company does not engage in such trades, obviously. However, we have been tasked by the city to keep track of these illegal routes, as per the crackdown on crime syndicate trading ventures. If the city were to shut them down entirely as they've done in the past, they will spring up again by nefarious, uncontrolled syndicates. Instead, we make sure to keep them under control via private actors. Your friend, Mr. Drummer, is one such actor. You know he moved illegal goods? Of course, for the safety of the city. Without the AR trading code, the city would be unable to keep track of the heaps of pixie slush, banned potions, powerful spell scrolls, and sometimes people that get smuggled through its ports. We make sure nothing too terrible gets through. That is an open secret, I assure you. I hope this does not change your opinion on our business here. I don't have any opinion on this, I just had to ask. Okay, I appreciate that attitude for sure. She smiles and bows her head. Is there anything I can do to help? She walks over to her drawer and pulls out several papers. I got a perfect task for a strong cleric like yourself. Yeah, you are. She stuffs the yellow documents in your hand. AEFAs. Ah, cool. Every good entrepreneur knows about those. An economic free strata accord. That's the one. An Ascani economic free strata accord. We've been unable to hand them out previously due to a number of legal reasons that are being stripped away if we land in a good position of the future government. So in preparation, we are opening talks with a number of local entrepreneurs. Having these handed out by an official cleric would make the process a lot more official, however, greatly expediting the process. At least our numbers seem to indicate that folk are much more agreeable to city officials than our own staff. I'm guessing you can assume why. Yeah, free striders are scary. Horrifying, really. She laughs. She taps the documents in your hand. These are legal documents showing every clause in the local EFA. Very generous terms that will greatly assist the local corporations in growth, revenue, and stability. We're not all talk, you know. We do actually support local infrastructure and businesses quite heavily. And the first step is getting those businesses to actually join our accord. You want me to hand out contracts? Yeah, mostly for them to take a look at. Once we get 3 Tolstad businesses on paper, we'll have met our pre-election quota. This will make my bosses very happy. That would make me very happy. 3 businesses, huh? Yes. Of course, if you want to deliver them to more, then just go ahead. The businesses need to be established, but not necessarily registered. If you're not sure, you can hand them out anyway. On top of my head, I can recommend visiting Viskin's Lich House and the Drunk Sphinx, of course. But I'm sure you can find more. She winks. Come back once you've handed them out, and I'll be sure to return the favor. What's the thing in the fireplace? I'm not a thing. Don't mind him. He's harmless. I don't know exactly how we came over the contract, but I believe it was a Kargameshian fellow who handed it over. A smoke method. It keeps track of unwanted visitors. So don't touch anything, cleric, unless you like getting seared. She smiles. Her tusks gleam. Any news about the tea shop? She sighs and grabs an envelope on the table. Darrow put a stop to any official investigation. Even had his guardian angel place an arcane lock in the entryway. You mean Etzir? Yes, celestial pet. I like her. Do you? I've had the pleasure to deal with her a few times here on Tolstad, ever since she was handed the reins of Coin Lord Lapdog. She seems to enjoy mocking us lesser creatures, coming up almost petty. Strange behavior for such a transcendent creature. She adjusts her posture. Now, she opens the envelope and reads for you. Bystanders suffered minor injuries, no real casualties found after a quick search of the premises. These flames were put down within the hour. Eyewitnesses indicate the flames appeared alongside a loud explosion. A few unnamed people also mentioned the flames were blue for a short moment. Blue flames, huh? The rest goes along with our info. Good to have it corroborated. Where'd you hear all this? She smiles. We have our sources too, my friend. Blue flames, not the first to mention that to me. Indeed. Clearly it indicates some type of magical origin. Sorry, I mean esoteric. Esoteric origin. Esoterical. She nods. How quick was the search afterwards? She smirks. Apparently only 10 minutes. Damn, that's quick. What's more interesting is that the official report does not mention any lead investigator apart from Darrow himself and the militia org. So my guess is that they just didn't do anything after the militia put out all the flames and secure the structure. That's insane. They can't just do anything. They can't just do nothing. Clearly they can. And did you have any of these witnesses recorded? None, I'm afraid. We heard the Halfways had one direct witness who identified himself. A frank fellow, but we found nothing more on that thread. The goblin mutters to himself. No problem. Anything else? Hey, can I have that spell scroll across there? Oh, that? Just a little something that I left behind by my superior during his latest visit. Don't touch it, please. Okay, that's all for now. Okay, so if I deliver these scrolls, they might let me go down into the warehouse. Oh, wait, no, I just went down there. Okay, we finally got down here. Hell yeah. I'm not getting through here. Okay. Alright. I'm ordering food now. Because that'll probably get here before 5. And then at 5, we're playing Crimson Desert, so. Okay. No. Unless... Oh, probably. Yeah, I'll get a burger. Or I could get banh mi. Yeah, I'm thinking so. Either that. I could just get a burger. Does the banh mi place that I normally get doesn't have what I want on the menu right now. Sometimes they're just like, yeah, we're not doing that for a little bit. Who is honking out there? Alright, I'm getting a burger and I'm getting a spinach artichoke. Like it's like a pull apart like bread thing. It's so good. Okay. Food's on the way. Could I hand these to businesses? Just willy-nilly? Like, can I give this to you? Hey. Hey-o. Stick an AEFA into the deposit slot from the free striders next. Oh, nope. I see. You've heard of this. It'll be considered. Anything else? Another one delivered. Hell yes. Thank you for your time. I'm gonna go to the Sphinx. And I wonder if Viskin is still up. I'm assuming because he's like 200 years old, he probably doesn't talk. I mean, he probably doesn't sleep, I mean. It's just the vibe I get. Yo. Cleric, lovely to see you again. Anything I can help you with? Here. Free Striders want you to sign this. She looks over the document. Oh, thank you, but I've already got one. It's right in my office. Old Rick's here's got some sources of her own, but it's a great reminder. I'll be sure to sign it soon. So you're happy about the Accord? Oh, for sure, she smirks. Free Striders are very good business partners, you know. The economic support they offer is unprecedented, and that's without mentioning their general view on trade making the entire market perfect for economic growth. Now I'll finally be able to deal in futures again, you know, without having to deal with all those pesky and quietly tyrannical oversights. Time to make some money. And you know, and you, what else can I help you with? You hear anything about masked assassins? No? Sounds like a cult. They're trying to kill me. Oh no, that's not good. But I'm sure you'll be fine. The city is strong and eternal, right? I'm a dead man walking. Okay. Great, now how about something else? Alright. Let's see if we can talk to Viskin. And then we'll have handed 3 of these out. And then we can head back and get a reward. It's like a reward. Surely he's awake. Of course he is. Hey, bud. And the EFA. Here's the thing from the free traders. Oh, he lifts it slightly, reading the text. An economic accord. How quaint. I have to hand them out to help Agent Vera. I know very well about the free way of business in the East. I have no interest dealing with these methods unless I am forced to in the event of a governmental shift, which, considering you have been instructed in handing these out, is most likely what's going to happen. Thus, I will indeed most likely sign this in the end. Being a bitch about it, who cares? The future's coming, old man. That should be it. Now you can head back to the Escani Reeds HQ. Good, that's all I needed. Okay. Cool. Signed, sealed, delivered. Let's go back to talk to her about it. Hi, Celestian. Thank you for the 3-stream streak, dude. I hope you're well today. We're up here. Celestian, how's the day been? Hi, Fawny. Don't want to spoil you, so we'll be lurking, but I just wanted to ask how you're enjoying the game. I'm still working through Disco, but really excited to pick this up after. I'm really enjoying it. I like it a lot more than Disco Elysium. I wasn't like huge on Disco. Like, I thought it was good, but like I had my gripes with it. But this one is like very much. It's very silly. Kind of exactly the vibe that I wanted. Okay, let's talk to you first. Yeah, who the hell is this guy? Feels like Friday, but it's actually Friday Junior. It really do be. How lovely of you to join us, Cleric. Thanks, Fonny. I have good lurks. The orc nods towards the shining beacon of a guest floating in the front of the palace. You should speak with him. Okay. Entering the AR trading company greets you with a blinding sight, a celestial being wrought in radiant light. Ah, Cleric, arriving exactly when I need you. This is the ambassador of the Golden Horde. The light reaches out to you as a voice forms in your mind. Do not fear the light. Ours do not disalign. You are safe. Your stomach yells. This whole be not afraid business is sort of counterproductive, really. Do the proper greeting, title, and bow your head. Ambassador? Cleric? The light flutters. Snell stands behind you, clearly uncomfortable. Careful, Cleric. Beyond the light stands a woman draped in red. The light reaches towards her. She bows her head to it. Yes, Ambassador. She begins to leave for the door, but on the way, she throws you a stern glance. You again. Watch yourself, Cleric, for the light watches you. Once the ambassador servant leaves, Vera lifts her chin, squinting. So, we've been talking about some new projects on Waterlane. I mentioned about how you helped getting the AEFAs out to local entrepreneurs, and we know who you are, Ragan and Snell. Voice interrupts Vera, who immediately goes silent. The goblin jolts at the mention of his name in his mind. He dares not look at the light. Nudge Snell. See, we're famous. The ambassador's light then turns to your companion. A goblin in service of the Dragon of Torstad. You tread a clean path. You led the front during the Ice Bay Point operation. Ice Bay Point, the eastern point of the Palace District, third largest port in Norvik. You stabilized the HWBT City Below expansion project on your first year of service. A goblin going against the grain to get results. You have been noticed. Looks at Snell. Snell attempts to glare at the light. He is sweating. Thanks for noticing? The light grows closer to you. You are special, Ragan. An exception. The Horde places attention on exceptions. This is what we do. I'm special? You are the only registered cleric in the city who is not listed in the party of Norvik. That's just because they didn't like you. Bureaucratic mess. Because they suck, duh. You have a history of political violence. You have an innate talent for the esoteric arts. You have shown support of Reedsian ideologues in public writing multiple times. Yeah, your patriarch did not like that. Not one bit. Yeah, they only keep you around because you're still useful. Otherwise, with all this bullshit hanging about, you'd be gone long ago. You are an anomaly, Ragan. What you have done here with Agent Vera shows more proof of that. Why are you paying attention to me? It is what we do. The Golden Horde wishes to extend a bond of service to you. You and Snell. A bond? He mutters behind you. Could be cool, but what do you get out of it? What do I get in return? A fair question, Ragan. The Golden Horde offers many opportunities for outside contractors. Addressed to the Ascani Reeds Trading Company, we would be very interested in building this potential relationship. This means, for you, well-paid positions of power, political ambitions, monetary security. In return, this means monthly communications with agents, occasional alternate goals as ordained by us, and eventually joining the Golden Horde's outreach program. In short, you become a spy. In return, they protect you. Safety under the wing of the Horde. Until you're no longer useful. You cannot read the Celestial. It is truly alien to you. The AR Trading Company would of course cooperate on such a deal if you were interested, Cleric. We have deep ties in the Golden Horde, as you can imagine. Is this offer something you would be interested in, Ragan? Not sure. Can I think about it? Yes, you may. Perhaps we shall speak again on this in the future. Nothing about this has to happen right away. His response has been recorded. That is what we needed. Since he is not interested, we shall not be in contact. And while we are here, this offer is also offered to Snell. What is your interest in this deal? His eyes dart to you. I can consider it. Your consideration has also been recorded. Look at Snell. He shrugs. Thank you. Now to move on. Several AEFAs have been signed on Tolstad. That is good work, Agent Vera. Oh, like I mentioned, the cleric's effort was integral to this process. And we will continue in the coming days, post-election. That is satisfactory. Yeah, I gave out those contracts to a bunch of people. Oh yes, we've heard back from several of them. As to the content of these contracts, I have been informed of some changes. Changes? Her stance changes. Uh-oh. What changes? Currently, the Accord has a big incentive for Reedsian investors. We wish to expand that to include those of the Golden Horde. I believe we spoke about this at the... This AAFA also includes several loopholes and problematic elements that could interfere with the Golden Horde's current and future blockades. The clan lands. Yes, among others. If local businesses are able to trade freely via land as well as sea to regions and states the Golden Horde deems sanctioned, in both more serious cases as the clanland conflict, as well as lesser situations of targeted terrorists, then we cannot move forward. This issue has been brought forth already with your owners. Expect several errata in the near future. It would have been good to see these comments before the election, as discussed. I apologize for the tardiness, but I assure you this issue is entirely the fault of the Ascani Reeds Trading Company. Ha! This guy just said, I'm sorry, but everything is actually your fault to her face. Celestials are hilarious. You, the rage. Agent Vera, this is above you. She clears her throat and straightens her outfit. Of course. Of course, Ambassador. Thank you for the heads up. The light turns back to you. The Golden Horde is very interested in seeing economic prosperity in your city, Ragan. So they can use this as slave labor. Agent Vera nods, looking like she's going to explode. The first step towards that is handling the clanlands. For far too long, Norvik has ignored its halfling war criminal populace. I ask you, Ragan, as a cleric of this city, do you believe humans will choose prosperity over the propaganda of the clanlands? Vera says nothing, but throws you a glance. Her anger now fades, replaced by another expression. You're not sure what it means, but it's a strained expression. They are our closest neighbors. The Earth folks will stand by the clan lands. For now. Ominous. The light perceives you. The golden line is set. Halflings have shown themselves unable to accept this fact. We set the line to protect them, to create a lasting peace. Since they refuse to comply with our reasonable demands, I hope you understand our most peaceful method of handling their terrorism is through sanctions. The light turns back to Vera. Agent Vera, you have been a valuable asset for many years, yet I sense frustration in you. That is not acceptable. She glares at the light. You will make certain the Ascani Reeds Trading Company fully complies with the AEFA erratum. It is a matter of Golden Horde security. It is not negotiable. It will be your highest priority as of now. Vera looks defeated. The orc is beaten. This is tense. Horrific. The Celestial wields enormous power in those words of his. Both the Free Striders and this monster can go fall through every hell in the book. Focus. This light guy is fast and precise, but you know that he's bullshitting. It's instinct. Catch him on it for the revolution. Stand up to him first. The Golden Line, the Horde, and its invasion. You know he's bullshitting you on some level, but about what? Stare at the Ambassador's light. No. No way you'll get it in time. You've been staring at him for like 3 seconds at this point. You gotta say something, anything. What should I say? Just be nice, calm, normal. That should solve it in a somewhat peaceful manner. No. You should tell them both to leave you alone. If you want to be smart, then just stay neutral. Lashing out will only cause people to hate you. Now you don't want that. I will take this into consideration. Good, the voice says. The Golden Horde is glad to be of assistance to your people, Regan. Vera closes her eyes and sighs. The ambassador begins to float towards the door. I will leave you now. Thank you for your time. A radiant light being opens the door via some sort of type of telekinesis and floats out to the streets of Waterlane. Oh, this is Vera Envy. Vera stands up, walking to the fireplace, leaning against the brickwork. She lets out a deep sigh. Good going. You handled that well. Didn't mean to toss you in like that, but the ambassador insisted. That was horrifying. A bit, yeah. Let me tell you, we're not as quite owned by the Golden Horde as that sounded like. It's a functional cooperation. They don't exactly live our libertarian values. Celestians do have a tendency for the authoritarian, and the supremacist. York looks at you, relief in her eyes. This, along with all of the help on the AEFAs, I owe you some type of reward, don't I? Oh, this is the right moment. Ask for an advance, or hell, allude to something kind of payment for delivering the AEFAs. A reward? It's time to step out. Ask her out. I don't want to like use this as like, hey, you helped him. I helped you out with work stuff, therefore you have to go out with me. You know? That doesn't feel right. I'm gonna say a reward sounds nice. It does, doesn't it? Agent Vera glances along the room. For one, I'll be sure to grant you full access to the rest of the facilities. You want to investigate the warehouse properly. A bit late for that. But beyond that, well, you see, we have this sword here. It's called Kattegat. She approaches the massive Zweihander and props up on the wall. She places her hand upon the grip of the sword. You see something curious happen. It curls up. A cursed blade. Interesting. As she removes her hand from the blade, it unrolls itself immediately. A fickle weapon. Ever heard of such a thing? It was purchased years ago from an excavation in Reeds, old Arcanus cache, a post-war armory. It's Vorpal, extremely magical with perfect metallic endurance and sharpness. It would be worth half a fortune, somewhere up to 50,000 crowns, if not for the fact that it refuses to be used. It simply rolls itself up when wielded by anyone. Anyway, come try it. Touch the grip. Just like with Vera's touch, yours also causes it to roll up. It's quite funny. However, I've had comments from upper staff that it's quite embarrassing to have spent money on it, so I've been tasked with making it go away. It's not the most useful weapon, but if you're interested, you could take it as a reward for your work. It's still quite magical, maybe even sentient considering the reaction. I'll take it. Great. She hands you the Vorpal sword in its curled up state. Glad to see it can come to use. Just don't tell anyone where you got it from. Beyond that, I'll also be sure to put in a good word so we can work together post-elections, since I guarantee you there will be a lot of work to do. I'm just gonna nod. She nods back. Got some paperwork to deal with, but if there's anything else I can help with, just let me know. Very happy to see you on our side, cleric. The tall orc woman gives you a warm smile. You bow your head. God of gods. Oh my god. That's +1. Yeah, no, we're going curled up Zweihander. It looks so silly. Envy. I that felt like too, like, it didn't feel proper doing that. Secondly, I am currently flirting with a angel? So, like, yeah, if I fumbled that roll, it'll get embarrassing. Yeah, I'm currently flirting with an angel. So, like, we gotta play our cards properly here. The angel found out. Oh, brother. I'd fucking die. Do you mean the angel that speaks Polish too? Yup. I am currently flirting with the Polish angel. NBD. Ooh, okay, Capital Dominion. Let's take root. And so here we are, at the end of a long line of divine tyrants. I literally purchased the game after I found out they made Polish a celestial language. It's so fun, dude. Feels like being at the end of history itself, taking a dive off into a chasm of hope. That's liberalism, baby. What is liberalism, anyhow? Bunch of stuff: personal freedom, right to climb a ladder. Free trade is part of it, letting people and their companies they own spread their economic roots without big government stomping on them. Then you've got democracy, which is like the most liberal thing out of all of them. Mainly because it allows people to actually pick and choose their leadership instead of being determined by God, spells, and steel. As is the historical precedent. I love liberalism, sure. Obviously, you've already been obsessed with it for years at this point. Not that your thoughts have any real impact on the city. Unless you get back to writing, of course. So we're turning Free Stratter no matter what? Basically. Free Stratterism is the future. That much is clear. What you saw happen in that fancy room between Vera and her glowing guest, that's going to be the main conflict going forward, not some scuffle with Asgal youth students or rigid theocratic bureaucrats grasping to hold on to their mansions. No, the future obstacles are out there. As free stratterism creeps across the coast, there will be a lot of powers ready to meet it, both head-on but also in more sinister ways. As shown by the Golden Horde, they're trying to co-opt the whole thing. Vera is doing the best she can. Golden Horde is a scourge upon the coast. We all need to make concessions to get our policies enacted. It's all about being smart, pick your battles, like the purple one says, be smooth or whatever. Reeds is in a precarious position, believe it or not. It'll be all too easier for the liberal wondrous stream to collapse in on itself. With enemies on all sides, within and without, you need to band together with your fellow free stratters and fight back. Or if that doesn't work, grab what you can while the grabbing's good, then jump out the window in a blaze of glory. That does sound like it could collapse any second. Wait, so am I doing this for me or for the liberal ideal? Oh, one and the same, buddy. One and the same. Remember how Stratterism was born? Let's go over it again. Listen to the political exposition. It all goes back to the Arcanists, as everything tends to. Most of their states were essentially built upon aristocratic structures. Feudal states turned megacratic. Wizards need esoteric educations, right? Who can afford such an education? A nobleman. That's who. It's all economics, all the way to the top. I see. You sure do. So they spent the early arcane era building up their power. House Prax, House Hagenshags, House Diminori, all led by men descending from long lines of royals. We even got a theocracy with the Shadow Lord turning into another megaocracy in the end. With all that magical might, despite reaching the pinnacle of esoteric knowledge towards the 2nd century of their era, they weren't shit before the industrialists. Oh? Don't get me wrong, magic is real neat. Cutting mountains in half, flipping them over, building cities on them, awesome. Infinite food, convenient. But you can only get so far with a top-down structure. Elaborate. Imagine you got 20 people working under you. You gotta assign them tasks. You gotta assign them tasks to, I don't know, transport your magically created bread to 1,000 hungry mouths across the city. You alone could probably organize that. 20 people ain't that much. But what if it wasn't 20 people feeding 1,000 people? What if it was 5,000 people making sure 100,000 people got fed their daily piece of fake bread? Easy, one word, middle managers. That's a lot of people. The average arcane era city held a lot more. Point is, even the smartest, most glorious, super genius wizard god king will eventually be spread thin. With the crazy scale of modern society, and especially with infinite food, you can bet your ass that people start breeding like giant rabbits. The arcanists couldn't keep up. Divine era kingdoms never reached those levels, even with walking gods at the helm, so the arcanists did what they had to. They embraced the Industrial Revolution. The old aristocrats still held most of the power, but they still got dragged kicking and screaming into a world where anyone could become a wizard. More importantly, those nobodies could also become stinking rich. That's how you get the necropolis manufactories. The ocean trade network, basically the entire build in a factory way of life we enjoy today. I think I've heard enough. Point is, the invisible hand of the market is guiding us, and will keep guiding us towards a world that's a hell of a lot more liberal and a hell of a lot more prosperous. Just as long as you avoid falling into someone as Gala's propaganda hole again. Dude, my food's already here. That's crazy. This tale you've heard so many times. A modern myth as the old keep being stripped away. Free Shredderism, an unstoppable force charging across the coast. You must arm yourself against the storm quickly before you are crushed between the waves. Look, let's be real here. So excited to understand the language perfectly. I need to lock in and play this game. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of reading, but it's a lot of fun. There are 100 different ideologies with 1,000 different interpretations and branches. Out of all of them, Reedsian Free Shredderism is probably the most powerful at the moment. You shouldn't throw all your eggs in the proverbial bag of holding, but it certainly won't hurt to move a bit closer underneath that yellow banner. So if you've got all those forces pushing you in all kinds of directions, maybe try being a bit of an immovable object, one that's sitting squarely in the good graces of your new Reedsian overlords. Seriously, if even the apolitical boogeyman can agree to lean Free Shredder, you really can't go wrong, can you? Tell me more about Unstoppable Force. Bear arms, fight against the forces of the world until the end of time itself. Alters ability score modifiers on weapons. Positive modifiers get +1 and negative modifiers get -1. Tell me about Invisible Hand. Everything is yours. You just gotta reach out and grab. Advantage on all trifle checks. Tell me about a movable object. Convenient cooperation with no real downsides to it. Let those Free Shredder impulses guide your purchasing decisions. Your dexterity modifier also adds to your haggle discount in shops, stacking with charisma. I'm gonna go Invisible Hand. Stop thinking about Free Shredderism for now. Alright. I'm gonna go get my food. Be right back. So, I'm kind of bread maxing. So this is the artichoke bread. It's like got some like cheese in the middle, and you just kind of pull it apart. It's so good, dude. But also kind of messy. It's so good.